When you watch a movie, do you ever get a disturbing feeling and yet you are interestingly hooked up with the story?
Yes.
It might be a good chance that you are watching a David Fincher movie.
Yeah, third this week. Must be end of summer rush.
And in this video, let's see the top 10 movies of David Fincher. At number 10, we have his first feature film, Alien 3. Considering the issues with the budget, various script changes, and the trust issues between the producer and the director, it is obvious that this film is the least best of David Fincher. At number 9, we have Panic Room.
You're full of
When compared to the other films of David Fincher, this is by far his simplest movie.
How could he know that?
Having Jodie Foster, Forrest Whitaker, Jared Leto, and a young Kristen Stewart among the lead roles, this film gives us a heart-pumping feeling of being in the middle of a heist. It is also one of the underrated films of Fincher. In the next place, we have The Game.
How does this work?
This film is just a roller coaster ride filled with unbelievable and mad twists as seen from the mind of the protagonist.
You're with them.
And the performance of Kirk Douglas, Deborah and Sean Penn surely helps us to understand his state of mind and the situation he is in.
What are you babbling about, psycho?
And the ending wraps up the whole movie as a brilliant puzzle.
You stop lying!
At number 7, we have The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
You're odd.
The concept of a man aging backwards itself is interesting, and with Brad Pitt and Cate Blanchett playing the lead roles under the direction of David Fincher, makes it curiously fascinating to watch.
Did I ever tell you I was struck by lightning 7 times?
And then we have Gone Girl.
I'm so crazy, stupid, happy.
The complex character development alone makes this film stand out, and I couldn't imagine Neil Patrick Harris playing a creep until this film.
I'm not gonna force myself on you.
But not as creepy as Rosamund Pike though. No one would ever want a wife like her character in this film, that's for sure.
She's a calculating, murderous psychopath.
At number 5, we have The Social Network.
Welcome to Facebook.
Even though you are not familiar with any kind of coding, you can still see this film and be entertained.
But I was kidding, for God's sakes. Doesn't anybody have a sense of humor?
It's because this film is not about coding. It's about a slightly broken genius who finds his way to the top of the internet by creating Facebook.
Drop the. Just Facebook. It's cleaner.
The critics and the audience loved this movie alike. In the next place, we have Zodiac.
Hello? Who is this?
Based on the real-life serial killer in the 60s at California, this film delivers an accurate depiction of the real-life events.
The Zodiac killer has come to San Francisco.
And when seen through the eyes of David Fincher, this film fascinates us even more.
Would you agree?
Yes?
And then we have The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
She's different.
In what way?
In every way.
This is a remake of a Swedish film of the same name and probably the only remake Fincher has ever done.
He's clean in my opinion.
And this film is easily the darkest film of David Fincher, and he has done an excellent job embracing the darker subject of this film.
So I suppose I should be flattered.
And it has one of the best performances of Rooney Mara as well.
May I kill him?
In the second place, we have Fight Club.
The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
I think I'm gonna break the rule here. This is one of the best psychological thrillers not only of David Fincher but of all time. Also, this has one of the best visual storytelling among psychological thrillers.
Slide.
And Fincher became famous for his perfectly twisted style of filmmaking because of this film.
Tyler was full of useful information.
And the best film of David Fincher is none other than Seven.
Why here?
This film is undoubtedly Fincher's masterpiece.
Crime of passion.
This is also a hard film to watch because of its content.
Alright, laugh it up.
But with the narrative style of David Fincher and an amazing performance from Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt and Kevin Spacey, this film hooks us to the seat for the entire movie.
Very true. Very, very true.
That's it guys, what's your top 10 films of David Fincher?
Are you a reporter?
Please let me know in the comments below.
Anything you chose not to disclose?
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.
You're having a conversation with your television.
And please do subscribe for more interesting videos.
Do it.
And don't forget to click the bell icon to get instant notifications.
Bye.
Bye.